Hey, listen, it's the Word Heavyweight Champion, Mr. Joe Walker. We're in Lansing, Michigan right now. The mitten, the glove, the dirty hand, me, Sixman. Fresh off the Fix tour, and now we're gonna talk about a few things just because we can. It's a nice night. There's no mosquitoes eating us under these lights right now, so it's a perfect opportunity to have a conversation between friends, colleagues, about what it is that we do, that he do, which is the music. We want to talk about the Fix tour. Sixman, tell us, how was the tour?
Tour was dope. We got to go and see Denver. We got to go see Oklahoma, Des Moines, Iowa, Kansas City. It was dope. I got to take the Fist Coalition with me. New group out of Grand Rapids, Channel 3. We had Dean Martian from Grand Rapids. So it was kind of like a hometown gathering of Michigan artists in one building and going out there to the West. And we felt privileged because we were like some of the first artists ahead of touring while the pandemic was going on. Because like now, like you see, everything's opening up and more artists are starting to perform now. But we was kind of ahead a little bit, touring a little bit earlier while the pandemic was going on. So we was privileged to be able to do that. We had a great time, bro.
Fantastic. I'm sorry I missed it. I would have loved to have been there on a couple of the shows, but glad to say that one of the crew got to join you early in the morning. What was it like having him on the tour?
Early in the morning really showed a lot of love because he came down there like 2 to 3 days earlier. He came with his family. He was very professional and he really did his thing. And he even performed earlier in the day before we had got there, just because they saw that he was there, he was professional, he was hungry. They let him get up early and then they let him get on at nighttime. So it was good to have him being from Kalamazoo and coming and connecting with us, you know what I'm saying? Just all that Michiganness in one building, man. So shout out early in the morning, man. Appreciate you, dog.
It's cool that the tour went well. I'm happy for you guys. It was fun, it was safe, it was productive, it was successful. But let's talk a little bit about the album. We got to hear it in its entirety for the first time during the listening session, the virtual listening session, which was super, super dope. But now that the album has been out for a while and it's been out there, tell us about the impression that you're getting from people, the new fans and the fans who have had a chance to just marinate on the album over these last several months.
It's been interesting because what I did this time, instead of like sending out singles to DJs and different media, I sent them like the whole album. So it was good to just see people have a different chance to digest the whole full plate instead of just different, small meals, and to see Primo jump on it.
All design, lyrically it made you the flow. Verbally tough and tight like your top 5. My specialty I say. Verbally tough. Verbally tough. Verbally tough and tight.
Again, was spectacular. To see some of my people send me footage from over across the water.
Ja. Você é artista Bragabur, esse álbum...
No. 5 minutos de bem, 5 minutos de bem, não é só que...
You know, good job. My name's Philly Badass, Sixman, love your album.
And just sitting, they all in the room just bumping the album when it first came out. It was like, okay. And then even coming more down the line with different stores, helping us implement the project physically in the stores. I got some vinyls that just got to the crib today. So by the time you see this, it'll be some vinyl in my hand. You can contact me to get vinyl, and to just see the vinyl come to light too was like the best thing, you know what I'm saying? Just having that collector's piece, for people. So it's been great moving forward, man, and getting ready to close out and doing this last video with General Still in New York, man. You know what I mean? So wonderful.
So, what has been, out of everything that's happened with the fix, not necessarily what has been your favorite, but what has been, for you as an artist and a producer and a creator, what has been the most rewarding for you?
Oh yeah, great question. The most rewarding part was to be able to see the praise for Tommy, because Tommy's really getting more known across the waters now, and he's working with different artists, and me and him been working so long, so I've been working with him from the bottom up and watching him progress and getting better. So to see him be able to have those collaborations with Elder Sensei, a collaboration with General, to be able to work with Fist Coalition and stuff like that, that was like the most exciting part. When he saw the Rozelle post off of IG, and that made him excited. I felt that joy more so than the joy that I was getting. The joy for me would be like being able to work with General Seal, Elder Sensei, because I used to listen to them as a teenager, more so kind of when I was here in Lansing, you know what I'm saying? And in middle school at that time, and into high school, then going over to Grand Rapids, really playing a lot of Boot Camp Click, Bucktown USA, really playing a lot of artifacts. I told El, I said, El, bro, I really had the album, that I think That's Them album, like I really had that CD. I ordered it, I was really bumping that, like this is crazy, yo. So to be able to work with them and to be on that level and then respect it too, that's the most rewarding part of this for me in itself from the album.
Oh, which of the video releases was the most fun to make?
Snake Shit. That was the most fun to make, cause I had L in town, and you know, he was able to roll with me the whole day, come over the crib, eat barbecue and chill. So that process of doing that video probably was the most fun we had doing that one.
So, since we're talking about Elder Sensei, the last time that you and I were together, during that time period, we got to go to the listening session for XL.
Yep, we did.
So for anybody that's watching this right now, if you haven't heard or do not have that album, you are missing out on one of the best hip-hop albums. Pure beats and rhymes, just bang, 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 one after the other, to come out in the last 10, 15 years.
Great album, man.
Seriously.
Seriously.
And on top of that, The Fix is one of the best hip-hop albums to come out in the last 10 to 15 years.
Really? And
I don't say that because this is my friend, it's my bro. I'm saying it as a journalist who has covered hip-hop for the last 23 years of my life. 23 years. It gives me pride to be able to say that because I've watched his progression. I've seen him grow from the first single to where he is now. And this album is incredible. I've been doing this series, shout out to the entire team at thisent.com, but we've been doing a series about the value of time. Now, you've had the privilege of being one of the people that are featured in our Shining Example column, which is our marquee attraction on the website, where we talk about acts of kindness towards strangers, just being a decent person. And honored to have you be a part of it, of course. We're getting close to the number 100, which is a big deal. You're one of the first to be a part of the series. We're getting close to 100 now. But this current series with the value of time. So let's go ahead and touch on that with your opinion. How would you explain to someone the importance of valuing their time?
Time is everything. Time is of the essence, and time is, like I say, everything. Time is something you can't get back. Time is the most valuable thing that we hold. And people need to be conscious of their time. That would be the main thing I would say. Be conscious of your time, because time you cannot get back. And time is everything. You know what I'm saying? So be conscious, mindful of your time.
It means a lot to have your attention. We really can't say enough how vital it is just to have these moments, whether we're doing it virtually or whether we're doing it in person, to share that time. We're talking about the value of time. We're talking about the time you spend listening to the stuff that we create. The music, whether it's music, articles, whatever it is that you do, the time investment, and the fact that you would take your time and invest it in us, it really means a lot. So, from us to you, thank you. Okay? And continue to support Sixman. Make sure you hit the website, get the album, all the albums. Be on the lookout for that box set.
That box set.
And look out for that box set
Word.
in the next album. If you don't have the fix in your library right now, I'm telling you again, this album is incredible. The support that it's received is mind-blowing. I mean, before it had even hit the streets, you know, Rozelle blasted out on IG.
Right. Shout out Rozelle. Thank you, brother.
You got DJ Premier. I have to say this. Can I say this one more time?
Okay,
I gotta
no
say it
doubt.
one more time.
Okay, no
Listen, I stood in a room with Sixman and with DJ Premier and heard DJ Premier tell him to his face, "You keep making dope music, I'm gonna keep playing."
Word.
That's a huge compliment.
Yeah, swear.
Huge.
Don't get no better than that. The big.
Time investment, appreciate it. Support, Sixman Fix. Make sure you get it if you ain't got it. Thank you.
Love.
Christ, I'm getting all emotional from it, you know?